The history of Belle Isle in 60 seconds. Belle Isle, a state park in Detroit that brings over 4 million visitors every year and is one of the most attended state parks in North America. Some features of Belle Isle include the Belle Isle Aquarium, the Belle Isle Conservatory, the Belle Isle Nature Center, the James Scott Memorial Fountain, a marble lighthouse, a cool slide, the Dawson Great Lakes Museum, the Detroit Yacht Club, a Coast Guard station, and the MacArthur Bridge. As far as history goes, you must travel long ago to the mid-1700s where Belle Isle was controlled by the French, which they called Hog Island. It remained controlled by the French for many years until the British gained control of it in 1750 before it switched hands many times. But in long story short, the island went from the French to the British to the British to Detroit, the end. Actually, before control of the island was given to Detroit, the British put George McDougall in charge of the island, which he promptly purchased with an assortment of alcohol and paint. Later in 1845, the island was renamed to Belle Isle, meaning Beautiful Island, in honor of the daughter of the general at the time, Lewis Cass. In 1881, Detroit hired Frederick Law Olmsted, known as the father of landscape architecture. Olmsted envisioned the island as a place of recreation while keeping the island's beauty intact, for example using canals as a form of transport instead of roads for automobiles. In 1904, architect Cass Gilbert, the same person who designed the Supreme Court building, designed the James Scott Memorial Fountain, which as the name suggests commemorates James Scott, who according to historicdetroit.gov was, quote, said to have been a lazy, eccentric, a prankster, and a real rapscallion. And way later, during World War II, the United States used the island for military training, and it said they kept missiles on the island for defense, which is quite the shift from the nature recreation park zone it's known for. And finally with that, on February 14th, 2014, after negotiations with Detroit and the state of Michigan, Belle Isle was officially declared a state park. And that's the history of Belle Isle in 60 seconds. 60 seconds.